Hi, this is Darren Lyle. Blender 2.71 is out, and that's awesome, but it may bring along some problems when it comes to copying user preferences from an older version to a new version. Now, there are several ways to do this, one of which, of course, is just to click on this Recover Last Session menu item here, bring up the last scene that you had open, and then save the user preferences from that. But that brings some problems with it as well in terms of the user interface and its configuration. So here's how I do it. One of the problems with doing this on a Mac is that the folder that the Blender configuration files are in happens to be hidden. So you have to unhide hidden files on the Mac to be able to do this. Now you can go to the terminal and type in commands in the terminal window to unhide files, but what I've found is the easiest way to do it is just to go to Mac Update and download this little program here, Invisible 1.2.1. And it's a free program. Once you download it and install it, you get this little icon right up here. What that allows you to do is just to show invisible files. Now, let me look at the place where these files are. They're under the users folder, so under the hard drive, users, and then your user name. But in here, there should be a folder called library, but there isn't. So if I come up here to show invisible files, click on that, it'll churn for a minute, and then when I bring the Finder back up, I've got all these hidden files enabled, and here is the library folder. So within the library folder, I've got application support, and within application support, I've got Blender, and within Blender, I've got the various versions of Blender in here. So what I need to do is copy the config folder from my 2.70 version to the 2.71 version. But let me show you in Blender here. I've got in my 2.70 version, I've got lots of user preferences that I've set up here. So in here I've got add-ons, lots of add-ons that I've enabled, right? All here that you can see by the check mark. In addition, in the input, I've got under the 3D view, I've set up a couple of keyboard shortcuts to switch the 3D manipulator from move to rotate to scale. So those are my user preferences that I want to move over. Now in 2.71, you can see that I do not have these. So under the 3D view here, I don't have my extra keyboard shortcuts here. So what let's do is let's take the configuration folder from 2.70 and let's copy it, and let's just paste it into 2.71. And I'm going to replace. So now when I bring up 2.71 again, let's take a look at the user preferences. Now you can see that I've got all of my keyboard shortcuts here for the 3D manipulator. And I've got my add-ons back as well. So that's it for copying user preferences. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching.